Hello and a warm welcome from my side. I have to say we had so many really cool and interesting events already this week. So the Automations Week, I think, has been a huge success. Many cool events, a lot of cool information. But also, to be fully honest with you, I think I'm a little bit more excited even than for the other events, for the event today, because we're talking AI and we're talking about how you can integrate AI with our Superchat integrations to your Superchat account right after this webinar. So everything that you're seeing today is ready to be implemented, which makes it a bit even a bit more exciting, I'd say. So let's just jump straight into the big topic of AI. I think for many people, for me as well, and for Ollie, I think I can speak for you as well, AI can be a bit overwhelming from time to time. Mm-hmm. There's so many different use cases, so much stuff you can do with artificial intelligence. Still, if you see this slide, we have so many cool use cases from customer support, fitness coaches, travel consultings, reservations, real estate consultings. The use cases are endless, and we are here to kind of enlighten you a little bit in the range of our possibilities. And we are super excited to show you some cool stuff today. I think as we are a communication channel, the most important part of this whole session is seeing how can we integrate all of those use cases, all of those AI use cases into the channels that we use daily. So as a little startup, we have just prepared like our 4 classic use cases. If you've already browsed our website from time to time, then you probably know our big 4 use cases in the conversational communication, which is conversational sales, conversational support, conversational marketing, and recruiting. Today, we're going to focus on 2 of them, which are the conversational sales. So we want to talk about how AI can enhance your efficiency in sales, as well as lead to higher revenue. And on the other hand, we show you a little bit about AI and conversational support and how you can deliver faster and still personal support we're using or leveraging AI in your customer communication. So with that said, back to our big channels and to our big 8. We've just prepared some use cases. The first one is a super classic lead qualification. It's always important in many different industries to know your leads and to know the potential customers, what they want and where they come from. So with AI, using AI, you can ask them predefined questions to find out more about their needs, make the perfect need and pain point analysis to eventually find the perfect solution. In this case, just a little example, we have Mauri. He's looking for the perfect CRM solution for his smaller business. And our AI already asked him the right questions. How big is your business? There are 5 people. It says our solution is perfect for smaller teams. So what are the main features you're looking for in a CRM? Maui already provides that. So our AI is trained to actually ask the right questions to qualify the lead and make the perfect pain point and need analysis. The next one, also super straightforward and easy, is a classic, I forgot to translate, first mistake in the slides, the product consultation. Also super easy use case. Imagine Ollie goes to the Instagram page of his favorite outdoor store and he's looking for a little gift for his brother. So he just clicks on a click to chat ad or scans the QR code and is directly connected to the AI of the store. He's asking, I'm looking for a gift for my brother who loves outdoor activities. Also, pretty similarly to the lead qualification, the predefined questions are asked by the AI and it says, great choice. How about a gift for camping, hiking, or maybe water sports? So ask him, what exactly do you need? Ollie just provides the info that his brother loves hiking and we can consult with the perfect product or the perfect gift for his brother. Also, which is cool, the cool point about this use case is that you can also be side to side with your customer from the first point of contact. So from seeing the product or seeing the customer or the e-commerce store in general and being interested in generally buying something, and also assist them throughout the whole buying process. So you will be right by the side of your customer from start to end. Next one, Ollie wants to look good for his brother's birthday. Therefore, he also needs a little haircut appointment. So he just reaches out to his barber via WhatsApp and asks if he has some free appointments this weekend. The pretty cool barber is open on Sundays as well. So we ask if he prefers Saturday or Sunday. Ollie says Saturday. Right after that, the AI books the appointment for him and Ollie can go to the barber the next day. No touch point of any employee whatsoever. One last point, I think it's also pretty similar to lead qualification and product consulting, is the customer support. In this case, Inka is not able to restart her device. Therefore, he consults the customer support via Telegram and just asks, hey, how can I reset my device? The customer support agent, the AI, is also trained to handle exactly those types of problems and just gives you the perfect answers and assists you right through the whole process of resetting your device or resetting Inka's device in this case.
All right. So this is really interesting. I think the first very important thing is that we're talking about the conversational part of AI here. AI can mean a whole lot of things. You can use hi Victor there, no problem for the delay. We're just getting started, so you didn't miss anything. And the rest will be, of course, recorded and shared in the community later. So AI can do so much, but we're just focusing, like Superchat is a communication tool as well, on the communication or conversation API part of this artificial intelligence stuff. And what you just said, that the AI is part of the whole customer journey from beginning, from buying the first product half a year ago, and then rebuying something or asking again for a good present idea. So you mean all this data is with the AI, and the AI elevates its capacities with this information?
Exactly. The AI always learns with the information and conversation it gets. So every conversation you make, the AI takes its own learnings with itself, and enhances by itself. So every another conversation, every question that's being asked by any customer will always help elevate your AI, which makes it super cool. And the first conversation that you have with a customer won't be the same as the second, third, 10th, 100th, whatever.
So it's a constant development going upward and never downward. It's always better, more information, more precise, more flexible than the very first conversation that maybe, and we're experiencing this ourselves right now in our support chat, for example, that maybe sometimes not perfect. So you always kind of give the opportunity to still contact a human being in case of emergency, for example. But like this, you can train your AI. Is there any other way to train my AI and tell it what to respond to my customers in which case?
There are super many different use cases and super many ways to actually do so, which is why we can just jump straight into the next point, where we actually can find a little bit more about the actual exciting part of this webinar today, because you all have seen those types of conversations in your ChatGPT channels, or you've experienced them yourselves firsthand. Now it's actually time to see how can we actually do this with Superchat, and how can our AI learn with its conversations in Superchat. So let's take a closer look to this. And it's super easy answer. It works with Superchat integrations. You see three big icons here. One obviously being the Superchat icon. Then we have the Zapier icon and ChatGPT. So you can connect AI to your ChatGPT assistant via our Zapier integration. How can we do that? 3 easy steps needed. AI x Superchat. You need a Superchat account, or a Superchat automation, even better. You need a Zapier or Make integration, and you need an OpenAI subscription, and create your own ChatGPT assistant. First of all, those 3 steps, they aren't hard. You can do them by yourself, and this is kind of the goal of everything that we're doing today, that you are able to do so afterwards. One thing ahead, we don't think it makes sense to actually show you the exact process in detail of how you can connect your ChatGPT assistant to your Superchat account, because it just would take too much time. And to be honest with you as well, it's not that exciting to actually see the process. It's more exciting to see the solution and to see the actual ChatGPT working within Superchat. Therefore, we've just pre-recorded some videos for you, some looms that show the whole process super detailed from step by step. And I think after watching all of those 4 videos, every one of you is able to actually connect their Superchat account to a ChatGPT assistant using Zapier.
Perfect. I will just share them right now, so you can click on it. You can save it for later, but please make sure not to watch them right now during the webinar. Just open them so you have them after the webinar, and you can bookmark them and have a look at it after. But right now, we are going to jump into the practical part that Hans prepared.
Exactly. So let's jump straight into the process with step 1. I would just show you kind of the functionality and the solution, how it works very top level, just for you to get a better or deeper understanding of how easy it actually is to connect your ChatGPT assistant to Superchat. First step happens within your Superchat account and happens with a new automation. What we've used here is a contact attribute in an automation to actually filter our contacts and to only connect the contacts to our AI that are actually supposed to talk with the AI. Therefore, we've set up a super, super easy automation flow, which you can see right here. It's just a super classic new incoming message trigger. In this case, we are using our WhatsApp account. We're filtering the incoming message by the trigger hello superchat, also super easy. And after somebody texts us hello superchat, we automatically assign a contact attribute, which is in this case called chatbot takeover. Once again, the whole idea behind actually assigning a contact attribute is to filter. One example can be maybe you have two different QR codes on your website, for example, one of them being just just a normal newsletter opt-in or signing up for a newsletter where you definitely don't need an AI. The other part might be your AI chat assistant or your AI chatbot. In this part, through using this contact attribute and linking it with Zapier, which you will see in the next point, you can actually filter all the users or all your customers and not connect everyone with the AI by default. The next step is our Zapier integration. Once again, talking about overwhelming topics, this screenshot to everyone who's never worked with Zapier or those kind of automation tools might be a little bit overwhelmed on first sight. It's way easier than it looks. This works pretty similarly to our Superchat automation feature. You also see a little message trigger, and the whole point of this Zapier, or the first 3 steps of this Zapier, is to actually connect your Superchat account with your Zapier account. So therefore, we also just use an inbound message. The next step is finding a contact, which I've just talked about. So we want to see which contact has sent us this message. And afterwards, we're going to filter this contact by their contact attribute. So once again, back to the step that I described in the first step with Superchat, we have our contact attribute deciding whether we want our contact to be connected with the ChatGPT, with the chatbot or not. Next step, in step 4, we actually connect ChatGPT. Next slide is going to be 1 or 2 more points about that. And in the 5th step, we simply reconnect our conversation with ChatGPT with our Superchat account so that our contact actually gets the right response.
So, just to get it right. So the trigger happens via the automation in Superchat. This triggers this whole string in Zapier, and in the end, it all goes back in form of sending a message in Superchat again.
Exactly. The only trigger that you need or the customer sees is his first message. So every customer that actually has the contact attribute or writes the first message will be connected to your chatbot, and this all happens in the backend via Zapier. So right. The most exciting part is probably the ChatGPT connection, which also happens within Zapier. You see here, you can just define a super easy conversation with an assistant in ChatGPT. You will see some more about that later. You can give him different instructions, and afterwards just connect him, as I said, reconnect it with Superchat so that you will actually have the conversation within Superchat. So much about the whole structure and the process. A lot of theory, as I said up front. Once again, the videos will help you actually get an understanding of how you can really implement it yourself. And now, the most important part, or the most exciting part, let's try it out ourselves. I've shown you how it can look, and now I show you the Superchat part of it. So imagine I would just use my own phone to actually show you, and I would just write a message to my Superchat. And we see hello Superchat. So we have the new inbound message. Obviously, it's a Zapier and ChatGPT connection. Therefore, it always takes a few seconds for the AI to actually define its message and to trigger the message within Superchat. So we just wait a few seconds for our reply.
So we can kind of feel the tension already. Okay, the excitement. Hello, how can I assist you today? All right. That was sent obviously by the AI, as we can see on this little box symbol, right?
Exactly. And now let's just make a little example for you to get a better feeling. Ollie, I don't know about you. For me, it's always the same on Fridays. I always get hungry and I never know what to cook. So maybe I just ask my AI assistant, what can I cook today? I want to eat something vegetarian. Mm-hmm. There you go. So once again, the tension builds up, as Ollie said. Mm-hmm. Hear the AI working. Yeah.
Okay. Still thinking. I'm so excited. Okay, and there we go. Boom.
There we have it. A whole list of ingredients for a recipe. What's it this time? A stir fry with tofu. Sounds pretty good to me. Ollie, how about dessert?
Crazy. Oh yeah, how about dessert? I would say I would like some Kaiserschmarrn. I don't know if any of you guys know this, but it's a pretty neat. I think it's from Austria originally, but here in Munich, Also, many people eat it. It's not very healthy, sadly, but a good recipe can help. With the Kaiserschmarrn for dessert, do you have a recipe? I hope there's no English name for this, but I don't think so.
I hope the AI is smart enough to actually translate it itself and give us the perfect recipe in English, hopefully. Yeah.
Oh, this would also be very interesting. Okay, if it right now, of course, it has all the data available. If it even can translate this one, this will be exciting to see.
100%. And so just so we see, no one of us is doing anything. Yeah, we're just sitting here enjoying our show. And there we have the next recipe for our dessert. So
It's a delicious Austrian. And Kaiserschmarrn is the word perfect. And there, right here, we have the recipe. It's crazy. And with all the details there. All right. That looks really good. And Victor already has the first question here. What happens if a customer asks something out of the script not related to the company, like you asking about the dinner? Hans, can you tell us something about those cases that obviously can happen?
100%. Let me go back to our screen real quick. Absolutely the right question and super interesting. What you just saw is just a ChatGPT connection with a general ChatGPT assistant. So what we have done is we simply connected ChatGPT, like the normal conversations you can have with ChatGPT right now, to our super chat. So this actually has all the default information that every ChatGPT assistant has. The most interesting part for you guys probably, which is why we just thought of some example use cases, is actually connecting your ChatGPT with your own individual information. So therefore, you saying if a customer asks something out of the script, it still has all the capacities to actually give answers on everything, but you can also feed it with information from your script and tell them, okay, for example, you are a customer support agent. Please find all the information about our products, for example, in the file attached and base your answers on that script. Still, the AI assistant, if you want him or her to, is able to actually give answers which are outside of the script. So you make all the decisions, and the more you train it, the better it will get.
So this is part of the AI secret, which actually is no secret at all. AI only is as intelligent as you train it for your use case, for your company. So this always depends on and also on the conversations that it already had with the previous chats, as you mentioned before. All of this data counts in and makes the AI an efficient co-worker or more co-workers. So this is really interesting that I have the opportunity or the possibility to feed my information that's relevant to my customers, that customers could ask me about. I can feed this into the AI, and with this, it can work and handle and be spontaneous even.
And this might also be the part to once again mention our little training videos that we've recorded for you, because we also have a little bonus video on how you can actually create your own assistant and feed them with your own individual information. As I said, whether it's a customer support handbook, whether it's product informations, whether it's maybe your principles that you actually want to address to the customer. And you can obviously also always tell him stuff like be super polite, give shorter answers, give detailed answers, give well-formatted answers, whatever. So you can see all that in our little bonus loom, my little present to you on top of the looms that we recorded anyways.
Nice. That's really fascinating. So AI is a whole topic. It seems very complex, but in the end, it's also super easy. I can connect it in 2 or 3 steps that you already explained in the video. I train it, of course. And this way I can also connect it to Superchat. Is there any next step to Superchat and AI, or is this like the final setup?
Love the question, Ollie. I think this meeting today kind of marks our whole kickoff for the Superchat AI. And if you now imagine that everything you have just seen will be possible with the Superchat AI at some point, then I think that this is a quite cool start to actually kick it off. We all think that 2024 is going to be a crazy and exciting year, and we think Superchat AI is one of the big topics. Everything you've just seen can already be done with our Zapier and ChatGPT, or Zapier integration and Zapier's ChatGPT integration. And now we are all working hard to actually leverage our AI ourselves and make it even easier for you to actually assess AI features in your Superchat account.
And this is really a huge step. not to be over excited, but really, if you think about, Hans said it before, what happened in AI the last 1.5 years. Yeah, now everybody knows it. Many people know how to use it. And if you just think about what will be in like 2 years from this, and also from our super chat perspective, this is the biggest feature we ever released. Of course, the whole week here is about automations, and this already is a great, great feature. But combined with AI, this is like a milestone, a next milestone for Super Chat. This is why we also put so much effort into this. The idea existed for a long time. Now it finally came to realization, and we're already in the making, in the process of releasing in 2024 our first versions of this directly integrated API. So the way we just saw with Zapier perfectly works right now, and you should go out there and test it right away. But you can also just have in mind, okay, Super Chat is cooking something up. And they have something in plan to do this directly and make Super Chat so much more smarter than it already is in the end.
Exactly. And I think what we've just shown and the example use cases, as well as the actual state of AI right now, we are only at the surface. Already right now, there's so much possible. You can do so many different cool things, and so many use cases are already possible with AI. And this will only go uphill from now on. So we are super excited. I think the same goes for you. So
this is really nice.
Just start with AI connected with your Super Chat account today, maybe right after the webinar, and see yourselves what's possible.